Hello everyone and welcome back yet again to another daily update video. My name is CryptoStash. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having an amazing weekend. Currently it is Sunday and let's get right to the charts as Bitcoin is still consolidating just above the value area low of this whole macro range, and I am expecting, as I have told you in my previous video, a Christmas rally. Basically the next week I do expect it to be bullish and to take us around to the POC, which would be exactly sitting at $96,000, as you can see right here. So I do expect price to be bullish. Why I am expecting this is if we go back, you can see right here, last December, you can see we did have around the 24th of December. Let me just get a cleaner chart. Basically right here price was around 92k basically at the Monday of the week of Christmas. Basically you can see right here it is the 23rd of December, and all the way up towards the 25th we had 3 days of pump. You can see we had Bitcoin right here 7.5%, and basically right now if we measure 7.5% move towards the upside, this would take us exactly at the 94.5k zone, which is basically where the almost the POC is sitting, and this is where the macro Fibonacci 618 is also sitting. So basically very important level, and I do expect for the price of Bitcoin to reach this level basically around Wednesday or Thursday next week to be exact. So as long as we hold this level, let me just remove this. As long as we hold this level right here, you can see this order block, the 786 level, this is our make it or break it zone. If we drop below here, I do expect for Bitcoin to sweep the lows, which as you can see we do have down at 80k, and also our 886 deeper Fibonacci retracement level, which is not touched yet. As you can see, price actually front ran this level for about $100. We did not take out this level, which also makes me lean on the scenario where Bitcoin breaks around, gets a bearish retest of this level, and then goes down to actually test this very key zone. And we might even, if we get down there, we might even drop below this level, as I have told you, and touch down basically the deepest zone, that is the $74,000 level, basically the lows from April. We are potentially going to grab the liquidity which is sitting down here. So if Bitcoin does something like this, you should not be surprised at all. Then we can retest the moving average right here, the 55 EMA on the weekly time frame, and then potentially we are going to be entering in some longer term bearish trend during 2026. But as I said, I do expect at least next week that we get somewhat of a relief. As I said, I am expecting a Christmas rally. Same thing goes for Ethereum. If Bitcoin pumps and if the stock market continues to push higher when it opens next week, I am expecting basically new all-time highs for the S&P 500 and for the Nasdaq. Bitcoin dominance is looking like it wants to break out on the weekly time frame, on the daily. Same thing, as you can see, we are finding ourselves back between the EMAs, and if we start pushing above them, we might target some of those highs that we have right here. As you can see, Solana basically at a very important level, guys. This is basically our value area low, and our 886 level on the Fibonacci 170. If we drop below, this is where the lows from April are sitting on Solana. If we mark them like this, you can see if we drop all the way down there for a liquidity drop, that would be around 23% of a correction for Solana, which would be a lot. But if Bitcoin moves down towards 74k, I would not be surprised at all if Solana goes down to this level. But basically, other than that, right now this is a very nice risk to reward trade. You can target the 618 Fibonacci level for, as you can see, you're just risking around, you can also drop your stop around 5%, and you're risking 5% to make around 37%, almost 38%, which is quite a lot, a good risk to reward. You can see exactly to the 618 you'll be making, risking 5% to just make around 40%. Of course, this is not a financial advice, but right now Solana is looking like the best trade to take in the long term if we get a relief pump. Other than that, for Bitcoin right now, we are in a Sunday, so we have, as you can see, as I have told you in my previous video, I do expect during the weekend to have somewhat more of a choppy price action, scammy price action, basically, to take both liquidity. You can see we did grab during the morning, Sunday morning, all the way up towards 89k, and right now we went as low as 87.5k, so quite a bit of a difference, basically almost 2% of a correction, and we did get almost 1.3% of a pump towards the upside. You can see open interest and CVD are all over the place. As I said, Sunday and weekend price action are always volatile like this, so of course you should avoid trading them. You can see this is our liquidity heat map. We have liquidity basically above 90k, and we have also liquidity below 84k. Right here at 83 would be those important levels for Bitcoin, basically below our order block and below our 786 level. Those levels, those lows basically have not been swept yet, so I would be expecting Bitcoin to eventually sweep them lows. Fear and Greed Index right now trade basically remaining around 28, basically nothing much happening here. We are still around in the fear zone for about a month right now. ETF inflows, nothing new since it is the weekend. Funding rates right now remaining positive on the major exchanges, as you can see. And we do have some news coming in on Tuesday, on Wednesday, and on Friday next week. We do have important news. As you can see, we do have right here futures expiring or options for Bitcoin. So on Friday and on Wednesday, also on Tuesday, I do expect a lot of volatility to come into the market, basically. So next week, of course, I do expect, I have told you, I do expect a pump, since we are basically at the range lows right here. And as I like to say, it is there is no need to get overly bearish at the range lows. And I think this covers it for today's Sunday update, guys. Hope you liked it, and I'll see you again in the next one. Bye.